Yo, what it look like? It's your boy JC Eubanks, and I'm joined with
Kyler Adams.
and we're back for episode 2 of the Hit It Harder podcast. If you haven't seen the first one, check that out. It is record day, and there's no way around it. I mean, it's all across social medias right now, and I guess we have to talk about this current event. A lot of things happening on in the PBA right now in where? Ohio? Ohio. So what's going on out there, Kyler? Fill the people in.
So Francois Lavoie just set the 6-game scoring record. A 1691 for 6 games.
That's a lot.
That is, he left 109 pins out there in 6 games.
That's a lot.
That is an insane amount. 290, 226, 300, 299, 299, 277.
Wow.
So you shot 898 through the middle there. And then a 277 as a nightcap before he went home.
Wow. That is a lot. So how does one strike so much? Like what is it? Like
They hit the wrong button on the oiler, they put out the house shot. That's the only thing I can think of.
See, I always had this thing, right? And this is my conspiracy theory. I always feel like PBA patterns can be easier than house shots. So I don't know if it's a combination of, it's got to be a combination of two things. One, like a lot of pros hate league, right? So that kind of adds to my theory that because it's who you cross with, it may be easy, but you're with the wrong people. That's why it crosses everything. So you can have, like, you ever bowl well on a PBA pattern and you never have to move and you just find that groove. So if everyone breaks the lane down correctly, that groove is there and you just go lights out, right? Like, that's what I think. Like,
there's definitely truth to that. There's, on the PBA, a lot of guys start, and just in general, they're a lot closer to the same spot on the lane. So it's easier to, if you start right, move left as a right-handed bowler, you start to break the lane down, especially if you do start right. So say they're bowling on a pattern that's, I don't actually know what they're bowling on, but I think it's like dragon, 47-foot dragon, whatever.
That's a lot of whole. That's
if you look at it, it's got the whole like
speed
little
ramp,
like
Tetris blocks,
Mario like jump and hit
bricks,
a coin,
Minecraft bricks.
Yeah. But if you start further right, you have a lot of people start further right, even if the pattern is like say 2.5 to 1.
Yeah. As
you break down the outside, now you start to lose oil on the outside as you break that down. And now all of a sudden the pattern starts turning to 4 to 1, 5 to 1, 6 to 1. Now all of a sudden it gets easy. By the end of the block, that pattern could be 7.5 to 1.
Yeah.
Now they're bowling on a modified house, a 47-foot modified house shot.
Right.
You missed left on 47 feet. It's
going to sit there.
And now you broke it down to the right, so you throw it to the right, and it bounces off of it. So I've always been a proponent of like those 4, 5 to 6 to 1 patterns always play easier. Because especially when they're a little bit longer patterns, do 44, 45 feet, you get that little bit of hold in the middle that everybody's looking for. Yeah. And you can play for the right, so then you break it down to the right, you can move in, you got hold, you got miss right, you got the world.
And you give that to a pro, and then this is what happens, right?
You give that to a pro that can hit 2 to 3 boards down lane every single shot. Yeah. They're gonna get the ball to the pocket.
Right.
They're gonna carry they miss a board left and it's going to hit high and probably carry the 4-pin. They miss a board right, it's going to hit light. It's going to swish out the bucket, whatever.
Yeah. It's like one of my highest series, I think 820, right? Chameleon. Throwing a Black Widow bite, and I moved like 1 board in 3 games. Bold match play on the fresh, same thing, or second qualifying. I hit 1 bad pair, but I averaged like 240 and with a 130 in there somewhere.
All right.
And it's like,
all right, subtle flex.
It's like never. But I'm just saying, that just shows I'm not pro, but that just shows it's like, hey, with the right something in the right spot, with everyone breaking it down right, you're good to go.
100%.
And that's why I stay home at anything under 40 feet is because you can start off with that, but then you got this guy throwing cuss word, this guy throwing that, this guy throwing that. And that kills you, right?
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot harder, I think. Now, this is all my opinion. This is not fact, but I think that it's harder when you have people that are lower average, higher handicap bowlers that they don't quite understand. They think if they move right, they throw a shot and it goes high. Well, I got to move left. Well,
it's the opposite.
Yeah,
on pattern.
Exactly. On a pattern, when it gets flatter, you have to move towards.
Yeah.
You got to move towards the shape of the pattern, which is almost always towards the gutter.
Yeah.
And that's where you need to start, and then you kind of just pie cut it off until you're as you get in the middle, and then you can start shimwrecking a little bit.
Which is why I never bowl well on cheetah, because my brain, it's looking a lot, move left. Well, no, that's the worst thing you can do.
Because pattern gets flatter in the middle.
Pattern gets flatter, you can take off the 7-pin.
Yeah, it gets the pattern, as the pattern gets flatter across the middle, it just makes it. I mean, your room for error just gets extremely small as you go.
Right.
Unless you break it down on the outside first and then start moving into it. Well, now you create a miss room to the right, so you can kind of funnel the ball out there.
Yeah. But that is a crap ton of strikes. Like, I don't care what you're bowling on. That is a lot. Like, I couldn't Wii bowl that much, honestly.
I was always better at bowling than Wii bowling. I could not. Wii bowling was terrible for me.
Oh, goodness.
I think I got the little star ball one time, and then I think it went away right away. I don't know.
Craziness.
Not good at it.
But he's not even leading, though.
No, he's in like 6th.
Which shows you,
it's insane. Like
attaboy, but you still had a top 5. Like, that is crazy. Cut took what, 234?
Yeah, well, Kyle Troop was the first out at 232.75. It's
okay.
He missed a cut by 8 pins.
And when they cut to what?
Top
60?
No. I think it was the top.
Or is it like
top 32?
32?
I think. Yeah, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
I could be way wrong.
So whatever the cut is, I mean, 230 ain't cutting it. So
233 almost.
233.
I mean, you shoot 700.
Make it.
You shoot 700 every set and not make the cut on the PBA tour right now.
Wow.
That's how insane the scoring pace is.
Yeah. So that's craziness.
It's insane. Like, and it's been that way. Cause which shout out Jake. Jake's my dude.
Yeah.
Butters.
Butters.
He's my dude. He set the scoring record at the Masters
2 weeks ago, right?
Or the Masters last week.
Yeah.
And he averaged 250. I mean, across 15 games, he averaged 250, which is awesome. But that scoring pace is insane.
It's even keep up with that.
It's even crazier when you think of what they were using to do it. They're all using sanded plastic using resin with no core.
Right.
Like, it's just sanded resin with no core.
Goes back to my conspiracy theory. See? Revelated. My ball, this one right here, was not eligible for some reason. I don't know why. I didn't feel like writing USB-C, but they hating on your boy. conspiracy. That would have been perfect out there. No. But what was Francis throwing?
It looked like he's throwing the unannounced monsoon that's coming out. It's the solid version of the Typhoon.
Okay.
So it's a little bit like lower middle end ball.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what it looked
unannounced.
Yeah, that's another thing that happened. Last week you had Darren Tang and Jason Belmonte both throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Made videos about the ball. Didn't really say anything about the ball.
Just like here,
but kind of Easter egged it in there.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "What in the hell is that?"
Yeah.
We don't know anything about that ball. And then they didn't tell you anything about it either.
Right.
They just kind of glance over it like, "Oh, a new ball."
Yeah.
Which comes down to either two things. Either Storm didn't approve him to say anything, or we're just getting so used to having a new ball every 2 weeks that nobody even cares anymore.
So that's kind of what so it's like, okay, who has access to those? If I'm on staff, right? I look over, hey, my staff mate is going lights out. What is he throwing? Oh, well, you're not national tour. You can't get that yet.
Yeah, you're just a regional
you're
guy
just a regional local
chasing the PTQs, wasting all your money.
We're not going to give you that. I would feel some type of way, right? Like, so, I don't know. I always feel like if it's available, I don't know. Is that the perk of being on a national staff? Is that the perk of having a YouTube channel? Is that the perk, like, where does that come into competition, do you think? Do you care what anybody has? If this is a game of matching up,
yeah,
it's like, hey, ball rep, could I get one of those? No.
Yeah, and I don't know how that all works on tour. I would think that if you're on staff and you're on the national tour, you're bowling a national stop, that you could go on the truck and get whatever ball's in there.
But are they PTQs to bowl this one, or is it this one open, or is that limited field, same thing?
I don't know. I didn't look.
Okay.
I guess I didn't look.
Okay.
But I would assume it was a PTQ to get into the main field.
Okay.
And then I would assume
I'd like to know. Write in if you a national staffer or bowled something like. Do you have the same access as?
Yeah. If you know the answer, drop it in the comments.
Let me know, because I'd be PO'd. Like what?
Say I'm not on national tour, so I mean, like I said, take what I say with a grain of salt. I'm just giving you my opinion on it, but I would think that all those guys would have to have the same. I mean,
I don't know.
Maybe there's some favoritism, I guess.
It has to be.
It
has to be.
There's a lot of politics.
I don't see, because if it's unreleased, do they just have? So what's to stop? I've been seen the PBA trailer, right? It's not isolated to. This is Storm's trailer. This is Track's trailer. This is Hit It Harder's trailer. One day, maybe. Nah. But so what's
just our 8x12 enclosed?
Yeah.
Across the street. Yeah. You can't.
I'm in a parking lot with it.
Like
out the back of a van.
Yeah, I was watching Brad and Kyle's thing on the Masters.
Yeah.
And Kyle's over there, they didn't let the like physical therapy guy on property for the Masters. He had to go he rented a U-Haul van, goes across the street in the parking lot, and he's massaging these guys before blocks across the street in the back of a van.
Oh God.
I'm like, I don't it sounds like a start to a bad movie.
Some donuts?
You kids want some candy? Killing Jason now.
Oh God, that is hilarious. But yeah, so it's like if I'm on someone else's staff, I'm just Instagramming. Oh, maybe I leak all their stuff. What's to stop that? So how many of these unreleased balls are actually on the truck versus, hey, all the national guys got their seed ball and they just brought that. I don't even know it's on the truck. Once again, if you know, let us know. That's competitive advantage to me. If it's about matching up, that's what bowling has become, is matching up. Then how would that not be a thing?
Yeah. Like I said, I would think that if it's available to one guy that on their staff, it'd have to be available to everybody on their staff, because that would cause a lot of drama in the national staff. But hey, maybe not.
He does, and they just can't say anything.
That could be too. You can't. Maybe there's a little
get fined, or that's in your contract. You can't.
Yeah, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a lot of stuff people want to say that can't say. This could be your platform too. Write in. Let me know. I'll say it for you.
Yeah, hit the anonymous button.
Yeah,
slide it in the DMs.
Oh God. But yeah, that's just it's a lot to be on tour. Like I've watched guys like on Facebook. What was it, like Monday morning? Oh, here for the PTQ. Everyone's posting their travel schedules. They're driving 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 hours to the next stop. Then by the time I take lunch in the office, oh, well, my run is over, off to the next stop. I'm Jesus.
Yeah, well, did you see Doug from Dougie Vision, what he posted? He had something on there about, you got so far this year, there's like 5 guys that haven't made any cuts, and they're not in the cut yet at this stop.
Oh.
And then he's like, you take into account the amount of gas,
hotels,
food. He goes, that's 1,700 miles of driving so far. He's like, gas, hotels, food, all that stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, how much are people spending just to try to chase the national tour?
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be an insane amount of money, which it probably is.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, if you were super frugal and you did it in like the most insanely, like, I'm only staying with 4 people at a time.
Yeah.
And the cheapest Airbnb we can get. We're eating ramen noodles and like you could probably do it for a reasonably cheap price, but you're still spending like over the course of the season. It's probably thousands, like 4,000 or 5,000.
I mean, terminal alone, you're 500 down.
Yeah,
unless that's gone up. I don't know. That may have gone up, but last time I bought the Dick Weber. That's the only one. Look it up. Fountain Valley average like $1.85. Get that right.
Yeah, don't short me on my change.
Don't short me. 500, like, so you're down 500. So luckily, a lot of this stuff is in middle of the country, kind of centralized,
Midwest. Yeah, they've been good at keeping it in the same ish area.
Yeah.
You know, especially
guys
like
can go home in between tournaments or leave or have a home tournament.
Yeah, and it seems like they only come towards the West Coast, like to go to Vegas or Reno or whatever for whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know, but it sounds like they're going to try to keep everything towards the Midwest next year.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I think Vegas has some pretty nice bowling centers, and there's a lot of bowling centers, and
it's only going to be at one place if it's in Vegas.
Well, the one place you don't like, yeah.
And I will not be there at all.
Fair enough.
Choice.
Fair enough.
So that's a lot of traveling and bowling, and that post alone just makes you think. It's like when I first started this channel, I'd get all the comments, well, why aren't you on the PBA tour? Now it's like the PBA pros are supplementing income by doing YouTube.
Yeah, 100%.
There's a lot of pros out there that make more on YouTube than they do.
Oh, yeah.
Do bowling.
100%. Yeah. Like,
but no one listens to me. I'm just, so now you got to pick a side now. So which one is it, guys? Like, same energy.
So I bowled my first regional at the beginning of this year. Mm-hmm. And I was told by Matt Jones, which if you've been out towards Arizona at all, you know who Matt Jones is. And he told me, I asked him, I said, you bowl in the regional? He's like, no, I'm going to go bowl the 8-gamer. Yeah. And I was like, well, why you? He's like, it's $310 a bowl if you're a non-member to win $1,800. And it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday if you do win.
For an attaboy.
Yeah. And he goes, I'm going to go bowl this 8-gamer. It's $100 a bowl. He won he did the same thing. He's like one of the best sets of his life in 8 games. And he won, and it was $100. He won like $1,100. Yeah. He won $700 less than what it would have been to win the regional.
In less time.
He did one day. It was 8 games, and he spent a third of what we spent.
And at home.
Yeah, and he's
woke up in the morning and
and he's not chasing it around and flying to Washington or or Idaho or whatever, wherever they're doing them, like you know what I mean. So
that's what I always did. I always bowl the path of least resistance. Like, why are you bowling this? Because I can shoot 620 and make $800 a night. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Why do you bowl this league? Well, when it's a 208 cap and I'm under it.
Yeah, I mean, that's our Thursday night league. We got a whole bunch of people that like brackets, so we go bowl league, and 100. I'm probably $120 into side pots every Thursday night.
Yeah,
but for the most part, I would say that the majority of the time this year I've made money.
Yeah,
in side pots at league.
Yeah,
like my league's been paid for. Yeah. So. And
I'm always in the most hole in the wall, the most hardest something. It's like I could have more, honor scores, but it's like
Yeah.
I'm bowling on party pair leftovers. I average like, whatever, 2-0, $1.99 last year. Don't tell nobody. But it's on crap.
That just means that we fit the cap for the doubles.
Right. But yeah, bowl the path the least where you have the most fun and make the most money doing the least amount of things.
Yeah.
It's like, what if you're already on staff, what would a PBA regional title mean to you, or how would that affect you financially or standing in the bowling community? Right? Well, that's how I look at it. Like, what do you benefit from it?
Well, I know a lot of those regional staff contracts have it written in that, if you win a regional title while you're on staff with us, we as the ball company will give you, say, $1,500.
Right. So
there's a little more of an incentive to bowl it because, okay, I'm going to win $1,800, but they're going to give me another $1,500.
Okay.
So that's a little bit more of an incentive to go chase the regional,
right?
Regional tour and stuff like that, which I think every ball manufacturer wants their guys to progress and get better because that means that they can get their equipment in front of more eyes.
But is it though? What is more eyes?
That's the thing. And I think that's the thing that some of these guys are learning now is that YouTube has a lot of eyes.
I've been saying that for however long I've been doing this channel, right? Your best guy, wherever he's from, New Jersey, Texas, Chicago, wherever, right? How many people bowl in that league? Say you got a full house, 5-man team. How many people is that?
Like 200. If
200 people.
If it's a 40-lane center.
Yeah, okay. 200 people, right? The regional people, you're going to see the same people. The scratch terms, you're going to see those same people.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say 250 are interchangeable.
Right.
Whether you see them at league or your local tournament. Right? The first question on these staff applications used to be is like, well, how many tournaments do you bowl? That made zero sense. Everyone was late to the whole internet thing. If I can post a video, our video, that Optimum Idol video, the short we posted, I looked at it, didn't realize it is at 980,000 views. And so that's closing on 1 million on a 15-second short.
And that ball was meh. And it's got 900,000 impressions on that video.
Views.
Views, yeah.
Plus impressions.
The
Phase AI short I did that every AI has stolen to make content on the internet, like that's me throwing the ball.
Yeah.
I've seen 3 videos using, people send it to me all the time. That video is
they turned you into a girl.
Yeah. That video is 10,000 views away from 3 million views. Jesus. So I have 3 million views on a 15-second clip. I hate that it happened because I got like 3,000 subscribers off of that one clip. And that, that kind of, they're not here for everything else. It's just you see it, let me click and watch that guy. So it's like, kind of gift and a curse type of thing.
Maybe you should AI yourself next time,
right?
And give yourself a big butt like the one video. You'd have a bunch of subscribers.
Oh God, but it's like it makes no sense. I've been preaching this. I said, hey, I forgot who I was talking to. I won't put him on blast, but I said, hey, I don't care about. I mean, I reviewed like vibes or like. Big hits or like, like the lower end stuff. I said, hey, I don't want anything for free. How about you guys push say your widow, whatever. Give me or let me have access, get it, buy it. I want to buy everything so you can't say you did anything for me. I'm just that type of person. Everything you see, I bought. Like, I never tried to hey bro or bum anybody for anything.
Yeah.
I said, hey, let me review that. That way, when it drops, you got a review ready. This was like 9 years ago.
Yeah.
What's happening now?
The exact same thing.
But
they weren't doing it back then.
And they weren't. Like, go back, check the stats, bro. Like,
say I have a video on my YouTube channel. I got a Brunswick Quantum Bias Pearl.
Yeah.
Roughly 4 weeks before they were released to the public. And I made the worst ball review video, ball motion video, whatever you want to call it, on that ball.
Yeah.
I had 6 subscribers.
Yeah.
I got 4,500 views on that video.
Nice.
With 6 subscribers, which was crazy to me. At the time, I was like, oh my God. Like, I know what I'm doing. Do not know what I'm doing. But, and that got like 4,500 views. And that was, like I said, 3 or 4 weeks before the ball was released. Yeah. People heard about it and they wanted to see it. They wanted to see the ball.
My motto is whatever ball that they're pushing the most, get the opposite one. That has never failed me. Like every big ball, this is the latest and greatest, get the other one.
Yeah.
You'll appreciate it.
So that's how I feel right now in the Brands of Brunswick world.
Right.
They're pushing the Zero Mercy Solid. I bought an Emanite Spartan.
Yeah.
And I am so happy I bought that Spartan because it is the best big ASIM solid I've ever had.
Nice.
And I can say that with confidence. That ball is extremely good.
Nice.
I think Zero Mercy Solid, I don't know if I'd ever be able to use it.
Where would you throw it?
I'd have to have 35 mils oil to throw it.
Who oils that? Who's throwing this stuff?
Yeah, it'd be like your Jackal ambush video, like lane gutter left side.
Why?
Like exit stage left.
Right. Craziness. Like you look at, I think like the Orange Vibe. What is that? Hammer? Yeah.
Yeah.
Columbia Messenger, when the Messengers first came back, I did one of those. Those both have like 40, 50,000 views.
Well, the first ball review we did together was the Electrify GO.
Yeah.
That's a lower end ball. Yeah. That ball was
40,000 views.
That ball was amazing.
Yeah.
That ball's so good. And then it cracked on me. But I called it the Electrify Goat because that thing was so good. It was like for an entry level ball, that ball was like, I would say it was punching above its weight class a little bit.
So it's like, I saw all this potential and like, bro, we could do this. Like, oh no, well, how many leagues do you bowl? That doesn't matter. You know why I kind of figured out, like if you look at BMX and you ride, BMX or skateboarding and stuff.
I mean, I used to play Tony Hawk a little bit. But
I used to ride BMX, but I can't skateboard, but I like ride skateboard clips. This was a thing in like their community as well. It's like they were pros, but they weren't in contests. They weren't competing anywhere. They're just on the internet.
Pro staff does not mean professional.
Exactly.
It means promotional.
Thank you. Yeah. So they're just on the internet and they get sent all this stuff and they're promoting a brand and they have more eyes on them than any skateboarder or whatever. Not any, but a majority of them, because you look at the X Games now, what do you get? Like half a stadium full of people, like
it got really big and then I think it's kind of
wasn't it in some guy's backyard like
I don't know about that. I don't follow it like that.
It was literally what was it? It was I think they legit had a pro BMX. I think it was the dirt jumps in one of the guys' backyards. It may have been during the COVID era.
Okay.
But I mean, still, it's in the guy's backyard. Like he had some land in Orange County, California, and they shot it in the backyard. Like I'm like, wow. So I'm just saying, I'm nobody though, but I'm not on tour, so don't take my opinion or nothing like that.
Just a couple bums on the internet,
right? But you can see it though. It's like people want that name to say something, right? It's like, does it matter who it's coming from if it's true?
It shouldn't.
Right.
People attach value to, to a reputation, to a person. And that's why all these companies, not just in the bowling world, but in the fashion world and, makeup world and, they always go for the celebrities, when they want to push their brand, like, oh, let's get this celebrity. Let's call this person. Let's call the Kardashians. Let's call Derek Jeter. Let's call, you know what I mean? Like, They get these people that are very famous and have a huge following, have a huge reach. They can reach a lot of people. Right. A lot of people know who they are. And I feel like that makes sense, Yeah. Because they have a huge reach in the bowling world. I feel like it's the exact opposite of that. They go with the people that may get the ball in front of, 400, 500, 600 people.
Yeah.
And then they leave out the people that can get it in front of 20, 30,000.
Exactly. It's just, I don't get it. But on this journey, I learned, like, try this at home, you guys. Try to get one person to buy one thing. Conversion and eyes is two different things. Like, I don't know how some people's signature balls are going. They may be very popular, but if people don't think you're genuine or relatable, that's not going to translate into sales. Right. So you have the eyes. It has to be a marriage of the two. Like, you can't just be popular and like a dirt bag, and expect someone to buy or support you.
Yeah, like No, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Like if you're famous, but you're famous for all the wrong reasons, like everybody's gonna be purpose? Like, dude, get out of here.
Yeah,
like
it's not relatable.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's why you had such a great platform, because you were the little guy. Everybody
is a little guy.
Everybody relates to the little guy.
Yeah.
You all got a boss at work, or you're my boss at work, but we all got a boss at work. We all got, but there's always somebody above you.
Yeah.
And so you're always looking up. You're always looking up, and everybody relates to the little guy.
Yeah.
Which brings me back to this weekend's show at the Masters. Boog, Dave Kroll winning.
Yeah.
And he shoots 136 on TV in the championship match 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. He got there, though.
And loses to Marshall Kent, who shot, 160 or something like that, 150 or whatever it was.
What a crucial three-bagger to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like the highest scoring qualifying round ever. And then it's the lowest scoring championship match ever.
Yeah.
It's funny how fast the lanes can switch like that. But
tell it two sides.
But to go from shooting a 136 and losing in the championship match immediately the next week, winning a major, winning the Masters,
dust yourself off.
Yeah, and I say little guy because he's just not very tall, but
little guy in the sense of
in both ways. He's he was the little guy in the fact that he made it to the TV show, and he made it to the finals, the week prior.
Right.
And it just didn't go his way in any way, shape, or form. And then
he runs the ladder.
Then the very following week, he runs the ladder and beats EJ.
Yeah.
Which is just insane. It's a great story.
Yeah. Stories write themselves.
That's why you keep your head in it. That's why you don't let one bad showing, one bad frame, one bad game. You can't let that get to you.
Exactly.
Especially when you're on, like, it's one of the hardest things to do, because there's, as a bowler, like, we do it because we love the game and we want to win.
Yeah.
We do it because we're competitive, and sometimes that one bad frame, it feels like the world's ending. But you got to realize you got 3 games to go. This is the third frame of the block.
That's the one,
You can't fry out the third frame of the first game.
I made a post a while ago. I was bowling somewhere, and it's like game 1. It's like, and they're already flipping off the pins. I'm like, bro, like,
dude, like
it's like the third frame. Like, relax.
Now, if that shot costs you making the cut, I get
some money feeding your kids, but it's game 1.
Well, if you need that money to feed your kids, you probably shouldn't be bowling, spending it at the bowling alley anyway.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, I've got a story about that too.
Yeah.
I bowled a doubles tournament with a guy, and we get there and pay our entry fee, and we bowl the last game of qualifying. It was Baker's doubles. Last game of qualifying, we shoot 300. We crack the high game, or the 300 game pot that hadn't been hit in like 3 or 4 months. It was like $1,100 and something that we split. After the high game pot and the 300 game pot, I think we each took like 600 and something bucks a piece.
Yeah, good hit.
And he comes up to me and he's like, "Man, you don't realize how big that was." And I was like, "What? I mean, yeah, $600 big. Like, that's pretty good." And he's like, "No," he's like, "I didn't have enough money to make my car payment. I figured I'd just go bowl instead because I wasn't going to make the car payment anyway." And he's like, "Now I can make the car payment." And I'm like,
"I've done that."
And I'm like, which had he told me that before we started bowling, I'd have been like, "Dude, no, don't bowl. Like, you need to go. You need to just save." Like, because we didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
But we made more than the people that won the tournament because we hit that pot.
All the side stuff.
So it worked out. But in the end, I was like, dude, if we would have won the tournament, you would have made like $300.
Yeah.
You still wouldn't have made your car payment.
So with me, I had that happen, right? I was working as a mover, and I had sweepers or something, and the guy I was working with, he said, "Oh, you don't like it, Lee?" I was trying to hurry up and go, but he wanted to kind of milk it a little bit, you know, and I'm in his truck. So he said, "You don't like it, leave." All right. Deuces.
I'm out.
This is when I'm like 19, 20. I quit jobs over bowling legit, like before, you know, finding myself. But yeah, so I'm living with my brother, sleeping on this couch or whatnot. And I'm still bowling league, and it's like, dude, I have no job, and I'm down to like my last $60. I don't know how I'm gonna pay my brother his $100 a month or whatever I was paying him at the time, $200 a month. I think it was like $200. I went and bowled. I broke the strikeout pot. So strikeout pot out there was second game. 2 people strike out, it carries over. 1 person strikes out, they get it all. And this is like one of the higher caliber leagues. It was a handicap league, but it was like cap was like 980. So you can get like 3 or 4 200 bowlers on there, you know,
right.
And then like a 140 or something like that.
Right.
So one night I label all 3. I'm looking around. They didn't announce carryover yet, and I'm looking like, wait a minute. I see one guy. He's on. I think it was on front 10, and he 9-pin. The guy was like, "Oh, you want to make a deal, like the split? I'll miss it, but we got to split." I said, "Nah, you good." He goes, "Blower 9-pin." I won like $5,500. This is at like 19, so
it's more than I've ever won.
I'm like, yes.
I can pay you for this month and next month and next month.
I'll take that. Thank you. So
I'll put the couch on layaway.
Yeah. I'm buying the top ramen tonight.
We're getting cup of noodles.
Moving on up. Oh, speaking on that though, you said cup of noodles. So bachelor story. So my brother said live with my brother. One night, he cooked something. This has nothing to do with bowling, so don't expect nothing out of this. But he made, and he should remember how to do it and like patent this because it was like grits, like meat, like a grit meat type of loaf or something like that. That stuff was warm for like 3 days. He made like an insulation.
Some sort of chemical reaction that just.
It was the funniest. Literally, I'm not BSing you. This stuff was warm for like 3 days. I don't know what.
He just forgot to shut the oven on.
No. He made like an insulation meat casserole or so. It was funny. That's super side note. That was just funny to me. I think about that often, like where I'm at versus it's just funny.
Where you come from and where you're at now. Like people always say, like 5 years ago, you would kill to be where you are now.
Exactly.
And sometimes people don't think about that, but it's always good to remind yourself that and like stay humble about that.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's like, well, back to the why don't you go pro thing. It's like I'm looking like, I'd have to be like top 5 in the world.
Top 3.
Yeah, top 3 in the world to make what I make it work. You know what I mean? Like, I'll stay at home and whatever.
And you'd have to invest
more into it than I'm getting out of it.
A lot of time into practice, a lot of time, money, whatever, into coaching, into everything, just to make sure that you're at your peak performance level before you even go out there.
Right. Exactly.
And then you go out there and you may realize your peak performance level isn't quite top 3 caliber.
Right.
Maybe top 10 or top 15 caliber, but maybe it's not top 3 caliber.
Right.
I've watched Anthony Simonson throw a bowling ball with my own 2 eyes, and that is the most talented person I've ever seen touch a bowling ball in my life. I've never seen like the way that he can manipulate axis rotation and tilt.
Yeah.
His axis tilt is something that people don't realize. Like if he thinks that
different angles and
maybe it looks a little better if I spin it a little bit more than if I'm getting up, and he can just does it.
You got to think about that real time.
Yeah, and it's insane how fast he does it and how easy he makes it look to repeat the shot when he does it too. Yeah. It's absolutely insane. Like the guy can literally do more to a bowling ball than anybody else I've ever seen in my life.
And I'm honest with myself. Like physical game 9, Spear shooting, 3. Like ball selection and bowling thinking, 0.
So you're team 8-bagger. Got it.
That's it. That is it. I have a front 8 229 game. Think about that. When 4 count face, bad count, 4 count face, pissed off, then just I don't think the ball saw the lane. Front 8, 229. You know how you talk about fried?
Yeah, that's
like
not good.
4-3, 4-2, or 4-1 or something like that. Do the bowling math.
It's like a phone number kind of thing going on
Yeah,
there.
it was Clark Center. Anybody from SoCal remember Clark Center? Orange Messenger again.
It looked good for 8 frames.
Look, yeah. Then I went through the face. So, and then back to the whole selling the stuff. So logos officially sold out, right? Had 150. So to put that in percent, 150 of them sold out in 3.5 weeks. The last, Columbia Ball, they're only doing 300 limited edition.
Yeah, the white pulse.
The
or
white
whatever.
pulse, yeah. I wonder if those are sold out. So if they made, how does that work? So if they made 300 and they have distribution, or is only one person selling them?
Well, they got to have distribution. It's got to go to some sort of distribution centers to get, it's either going to Classic or Bob's or whoever it is.
Right.
And they're shooting it out from there.
But little old me did 150 out of this garage. So I don't know. It just makes me put things in perspective. If I were to scale this thing up at all, I don't know. Something to think about.
Yeah, I feel like you could definitely do more. I think if you did that, you'd have to, maybe 2 or 3 balls a year instead of 1, and then it becomes more of a.
I like the exclusivity.
I think the once a year thing for right now is kind of nice.
I like that. Yeah.
You either I mean, you tell everybody ahead of time when it's dropping.
You give 2 months notice.
If you ain't saving your money up and you ain't buying what'd you sell it? What were they?
164.
164.95, $165.
Yeah.
I mean, it's $16 if you go to McDonald's nowadays. So maybe you just don't go to McDonald's for a little while, eat some ramen at home, get a couple.
Not
noodles,
even that. I mean,
have some grit meatloaf instead of the McDonald's, and you can save up some money. And
see, I think that's just the excuse because people credit carded, Klarma'd, Affirmed, Afterpay. You just didn't want it, or you pretended that I don't know. I don't do the fake support well. Like, you don't have to inbox me to lie to me.
Right.
Like, that pisses me off. Like, don't bullshit.
Just don't say anything at all.
Yeah, just enjoy the ride, and then that's it. Like,
and it's one thing if you're sincere about it, and you're like, man, I really just didn't have the money, or whatever it is,
right.
And like, it's one thing if you're sincere about it, but if you're doing it every time that a ball's coming out, and I'm gonna buy that ball, and you don't buy it. I'm gonna buy a ball, and you don't buy it.
Yeah.
But then you got the same guys over and over that are buying the ball. Well.
So, once this thing, when could I be on? No. So we got, so we have an overall cut when they bowl another, 6 games? Tomorrow, maybe? PBA?
I have no idea. I don't even know what the format is.
Okay.
I just follow the qualifying scores as PBA posts them.
Gotcha. And same.
Kind of look at them. Top
I see
5
little clips
usually,
here and there about it,
It'll tell me, view the full standings. Click the link. Go look at the standings. Oh, this guy's in first place or whatever, and that's pretty much all I do. I had seen that, what was it? Ryan Barnes. Packy was in second for a while. I saw that. Ryan Barnes was up there for a little while. And like I said, I think Francois is in 6th or something like that now. Like, I just kind of keep track of, who's doing well and who isn't. And, bowling's a roller coaster, man, because, like, I was just looking at the scores earlier, and, like, Boog is in like 66 right now. He just won the Masters last week. Now, he could be having a little bit of a hangover tournament, riding that high a little bit, not really caring too much this week, but it's all about, but like I said, bowling's just a roller coaster. Yeah. You can have really good times, you have really bad times.
Like, I remember it just takes that one breakout tournament to, like when Chris Prather just started blowing up, right? The weeks prior, he was ready to quit the tour, and then he won a tournament, and then now he's considered one of the best. What changed in that?
I will say this. One thing I was told, if you want to get better, you got to look at the best.
Yeah.
When it comes to me and my physical game, I look at his videos in slow motion and stuff like that all the time because I think he has the smoothest,
for sure.
One of the most efficient releases, one-handed, right-handed bowler, like one of the most efficient releases in bowling.
Yeah.
Like EJ's more powerful, has more speed and more rev rate than him, but I don't think EJ is as efficient as Prather is. Prather makes it look a lot smoother and still gets a lot of that same rev rate and power that EJ, you can see he runs a little bit more. He's got a much more dynamic, his arms.
Explosive.
Yeah, it's a lot more explosive, exactly. Yeah. And for me, I don't think the explosiveness obviously it works for EJ. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say it. Like, he's the best bowler on the planet right now.
Yeah.
But for me, when I do those quick explosive moves in my backswing and stuff like that, it never correlates to higher scores.
Yeah.
If I can stay smooth and I can make everything just kind of nice, calm, easy until right at the end, I hit up on it pretty good.
Yeah.
Hit it harder.
Yeah.
I hit up on it pretty good, and so as long as everything's nice and smooth until the bottom of the swing, it's pretty good, and that's one thing that Prather's amazing at.
Yeah, for sure. It's head movement. I had a coach, I can't remember. Like, look at he showed me a video of everyone's head. Like, watch their head moving. Prather's head, you could put a glass on it, and it'll never dip. Yeah, never shake. Nothing.
He starts very upright.
Yeah.
As he comes forward, his spine and his head drop one time, and then they stay right there.
Yeah.
And just butter.
So don't watch me. Don't copy me. Don't do what I do. It's all for show.
But yeah, his physical game, Chris Prather's physical game, which I think it's just one of the smoothest, best, most efficient physical games that there is.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
BJ was like that too. A lot of people said that.
BJ Moore he throws it really good. Yeah, that guy throws it really good too.
Yeah.
Kyle Sherman throws it really good too, I think. Which, funny enough, I was actually just talking about him this weekend at the tournament I was at in California.
Yeah.
And he has a quote in one of their videos, one of the Brad and Kyle videos. I don't remember which one it is, but it was one of them. He said, "There's a lot of guys out there that throw the ball really good."
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "There's a lot of guys out there that don't win a lot, that throw the ball really good."
Yeah.
He goes, "You got to be able to throw the ball really good and be able to figure out how to win."
Right.
And I'm one of those guys that throws the ball really good, but I don't win very much. And I want to learn how to win. I want to learn. I want to figure it out. But that's that one hit home when he said that. I was like, damn, that hurt.
We all been through it. You over there labeling everything, and I, you're shooting pocket. Pocket isn't anything anymore. So now you got to look outside of I'm hitting the pocket every single time. Now what? Not striking, not carrying.
I'm leaving 9 a lot. So I'm getting 9 a lot.
Well, yeah. So what do I do? So that's that next level. That's how you get over to that, which I still haven't figured out because the 9 pins never, no matter what. So it's like
I'm right there with you.
It's that next hump. Like, what is it? That optimum speed versus rotation. Like, it's so much to think about. Like, matching up. Is it ball too much energy, not enough? That's, I don't know. But I think everyone has their sweet spots. Like, I always say, like, house shot, right? If I'm in, I don't know, North Dakota or something like that, in the 6-lane house, and they put out the U.S. Open as their house shot, that's a house shot. That's what I know how to bowl on. Does that, do names make the bowl, like I can take you to some places that house shot that you will absolutely not score on. So it's that there's a pattern out there for somebody to just whack and kill, in my opinion. And once you find that, then it's like, you notice really nothing is really changed. It's just everything lined up for you. So
right.
Is it more of that, or is it more of,
Yeah, there's just, you'll have those days every now and again where all of a sudden everything just clicks. Every move you make is the right move. Every ball you make is the right ball change. And I've had tournaments like that, and I averaged 241 over 17 games and led the tournament by like 400 pins and lost in the title match because I shot 220 and the guy shot 260 at me. And it's just, you go to a single game title match, that's just how it is. But throughout those 17 games, every move I made was the right move. Yeah. Every ball change I did was the right ball change, and it was at the right time. I averaged 241. But something I was thinking about, that was a 4.5 to 1 pattern we bowled on.
Yeah.
You look at what they're bowling on out on tour, it's 2.5 to 1, and they're averaging 20 pins higher.
20 pins higher, right?
Like, it's like, just makes you realize, like, man, on my best day, I was still 20 pins worse than them. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's more spare shooting, honestly, to me.
Yeah,
because there's not too many times you can shut me out from hitting the pocket. I'm just a terrible spare shooter. Like if I have to hook I can't throw it straight to the left, and then to the right is the bait and flatten out wrists. Like depending on what's out there, it'll completely just shut down my whole spare process altogether. Oh, you can't hook at a 7-pin, you can't hook at a 4-pin, but if you flatten out at a 10-pin, and it's gonna go in the gutter. So it's like, okay, I have no idea how to shoot at these spares. But it's like one spare across, 8 games is 80 pins.
Yeah,
at least,
one spare a game. Yeah, minimum 80 pins.
And
88 pins.
Yeah, my best sets I have like 2 opens a game. Damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm the double open off the sheet type of guy.
I'm one of those guys. I've had the pleasure of bowling with some pros, some of the top pros.
Yeah.
That are out there now, and one thing I can say is the pros are very good at not shooting 150 when it's very hard.
Right.
There's you bowl on stuff that's very, very hard. It's very easy to shoot 150, 160.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And they're very good at not doing that. They know if the game is trending that way, how to bail out and do something that they're going to shoot at least 180, 190 on.
Right.
That's something that I need to work on is seeing, this game is not going the way, like I need to figure out.
Eject.
Yeah.
Eject those Cito cuz.
But I think, at least in my opinion, is that's one of the biggest things that I've noticed between, like a high-ish level amateur and a tour level pro is top of the game, you're really not that far apart.
Right.
Maybe 10 pins apart.
It's that low end.
But it's not the ceiling that separates you. Like everybody on their best day is just as good as anybody else on their best
300
day.
is max score.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's the cap to how good you can be, but it's the basement that gets everybody. The pro's basement sits up a little higher than an amateur's basement sits a little lower.
Yep.
That's exact. And
I'm in the storm shelter. Hurricane warning. I'm under the basement.
He's in the canned vegetable cellar. Hey,
I'm in the zombie apocalypse underneath them.
I'm right there with you. I bowled myself out of the tournament this weekend because of that. I shot 266 game 1, 198 game 2. I'm plus 64 all weekend.
Yeah.
Plus anything had made the cut.
Yeah.
If you got to plus, you were in the cut.
Yeah.
Last game, I'm like, all right, just got to stay plus. I did my best to throw it all away. I shot 151 the last game. I was plus 15.
Yeah.
It's the one cut of the whole weekend that plus didn't make it.
Wow.
So that kind of sucked. But
on
the same token, I can't be mad at anybody myself because I shot 151 that last game after having a 64 pin cushion going into the last game.
Yeah.
And threw it all away.
Wow.
But Casino Morongo, Canyon Lanes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been there.
Oh, yeah.
Split house.
Yeah.
Low end over here, high end on the complete other side. Yeah. They play like completely different bowling centers. There's no... the high end hooks immediately and does nothing down lane.
Yeah.
The low end actually looks like a normal bowling lane that you would bowl on.
So that makes me think about last thing is all my worlds intersect, right? So like wrestling, I think of wrestling like bowling, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you think of Mark Ross and Pete Weber. Wrestling, you think about like Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Stone Cold.
What?
That level, right? So is it technology, bowlers, patterns, to now this level of wrestling where you get John Cena, The Miz, Randy Orton type, big names, but not as transcendent of the sport.
Right.
Is that just the times, or
they don't fuse into other aspects of the world?
Yeah. What do you think it is in the industry now? Is it just stale now? Is it just big fish and a dying thing? Like, why can't YouTubers are more popular than pros? Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, unless you're top 5, I'm not gonna. No, I won't say that. But I don't know. It's like, okay, I'm pro. It's like almost having to wear your jersey. If you play basketball and you're like 8th man on the bench, you have to wear like your jersey so people know who you are. Like, why hasn't bowling or the top of the top, well, the top have, but everyone else in that elite field, like, because what is it? How many pros is it on the?
I think it's 72.
Yeah,
usually.
so like, what does number 60 through 72 do to? Oh, you bowl. Oh, okay. I've never seen you, never heard of you.
Yeah. What are you doing to get your name out there?
Yeah. But
I feel like Pete Weber is a very good example of somebody that has transcended bowling in a way. Like, who do you think you are? I am is one of the most iconic phrases in sports history, at least since the year 2000. In the last 25 years.
Right.
And I mean, Jake Paul screamed it at one of his weigh-ins for one of his boxing matches.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things that, like, it's transcended the sport. And funny you say that, because he pulled a lot of his inspiration for, like, what he did and, like, how he acted on TV was from pro wrestling. He's a huge pro wrestling fan.
His Triple H was his theme. Like, I'm like, oh, they're playing wrestling themes,
Yeah.
His strike shots.
And I think
or is this like a sport thing? I think it's across all sports. Is everybody too buddy?
Well, I think it's got to be. I think there's got to be an entertainment value to it.
Yeah.
And I love bowling just as much, if not more, than the next guy.
Yeah.
But the TV shows can get boring.
It's some dull.
It's
so dull.
I'll tell you this. One of the best TV shows I've watched in the last few years of bowling telecasts. It was. I'm pretty sure it was Kevin Williams and Packy were bowling each other.
Yeah, I remember that.
They were chirping at each other, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Now, if you know anything outside, like if you'd never watched it before and you were watching that TV show, like you'd be like, dang, these guys are going at it.
Yeah.
But if the behind the scenes of,
they're like
the best friends, right?
Exactly.
But we got to get people that don't watch bowling, that aren't into bowling.
Because the people that are here are already here.
Yeah, you might know, like, oh yeah, they're joking, and you might start laughing. But
if a guy flipping the channel,
flipping the channel and sees these two chirping at each other, like, dang, yeah, they're getting into it.
Some
like,
crap talking and bowling. I didn't know that.
Yeah, maybe I'll go grab my popcorn and maybe sit down and watch this for a minute or two. Like, I just think. Now, I'm not saying to fabricate it and make it fake, but talk a little bit.
Yeah,
talk some smack. You feel that shot? Tell them. Let them know
something.
Yeah, show some emotion. show a little bit. I mean, I've seen clips online of the what is it, the UGA or UBA or whatever it is, the underground bowling.
Yeah.
Those guys are chirping at each other, talking at each other and stuff like that. it's all in good fun. Yeah. Like, I mean, maybe some of those guys actually don't like each other, but like they're just talking smack because they want to, because it's fun. It adds to it, you know.
I think I think it's because everything else is guaranteed contracts and stuff, you know. Mm-hmm. So maybe I'm a little harsh on it, but because if you don't strike, then you're just not eating. Right. So maybe they can't take it as light. It's like, oh, it's just bowling, you know. Like, no, it's kind of like livelihood, but is that?
But if you make yourself into a brand, maybe you don't have to depend on the bowling to feed your family.
That's what I'm saying. Be bigger.
Yeah, be bigger than the sport.
Bigger than the sport. Yeah. Like,
I'm not saying be a dickhead to everybody, you know, but
there's ways though.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
I could bring in, you know, not me literally. I'm just saying, like, if I was on tour, hey, Barbasol, bring that back. Hey, sponsor, you know, whatever.
Right.
Or individual sponsorships outside of. So I know, like, the jerseys, people are paying for that, right? Like on the pros jerseys.
Yeah.
But how much of that is like? I don't know. Should it just be poured out like that? Like if it's not like a major, I don't know. I just think there's opportunities somewhere. I just they don't pay me to figure it out, but it's not my job.
Yeah. I think that if you get a sponsor and they're willing to pay a sponsorship fee,
right?
You know, I'm willing to sponsor this bowler to have my logo on his jersey. It's X amount of dollars to do so. I'm willing to do that. I don't see why that's a bad thing.
Right.
I don't see why that couldn't lead into more guys getting their sponsorships from them, and then those people getting their product on TV. They're then able to get more impressions off of TV because people are seeing that Eric Jones. He's sponsored by Kicker Audio.
Yeah.
He's got it on the back of his jersey. Kicker Audio.
True. Yeah.
Sean Rash has like some
Racing
Black Widow mufflers.
Yeah.
We might have to put some of those on your Corvette.
Hit me up, Sean. Send me one of those.
But he's sponsored by them. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing. You get your logo on their jersey.
Yeah.
If they make TV, you get more impressions from people watching it.
Yeah.
To see your logo and go, what is that? I'll look it up on my phone. Look, oh, cool. That's American made or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's not American made. I'm just saying, but you can go in there and see, it's 609 stainless mufflers and whatever. Like, these are pretty high quality.
But that goes back to views though. So I guess if you get I guess the PBA benefits from that because you pay the registration, right? Registration on top of. I wonder, do they pay the bowler direct, or do they have to register?
They have to register with the PBA
if it's bowling or anything. I think bowling related is registered, but if I'm selling, a sleeve, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they have to. Any sponsorships have to be registered to the PBA.
Okay,
the PBA takes the money for it.
Got you.
I think we should just start the YouTube professional bowlers tournament tour.
Let me send out a staff of YouTube. But it's like that's something in there. So if individual people get sponsored, why can't Kicker be a sponsor for the whole tour? Like, hey, we have if I trust Eric Jones enough to get my brand on TV,
on his jersey, yeah.
Then for another X amount, why can't it be a banner or something where it's guaranteed viewership? I don't have to sponsor. It doesn't have to be the Denny's or Kickers PBA tour,
right?
But as I'm looking at the shows, they don't have. Well, I guess the little side monitors. It's a little bit right.
So yeah, and that brings up a good point, and it's something that. My old boss at Southway Bowl, Jason Hansen, shout out Jason and Stacy, shout out to you guys.
Yeah,
Jason's a very smart guy. Mm-hmm. One of his ideas was when he bought the bowling center was, I have these giant masking units on 24 lanes that are blank. What can I do to make money and fill that space? People come in. I don't know what the prices are now, but back then it was a few $100s.
Yeah.
For one full year, he would print out a banner of your
business,
of your logo, your phone number, your email, and he would put it up on the masking unit.
Yeah.
So above the lane, every time you look down at the pins, you'd see Little Caesars Pizza, St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Marty Mallon, and shout out Marty. But he, there's a Little Caesars Pizza thing, and then, you get done bowling that night, and you get in the car, and you're like, man, I'm kind of hungry. And now your brain's already Little Caesars Pizza. Subliminally, Little Caesars Pizza. Yeah. See, Marty, love the guy. Very smart.
Yeah.
He did the same thing at the local baseball team. He put his Little Caesars banner dead center in the outfield on the fence. So,
baseball, prime example. It's like all through the park.
So anytime,
boom, boom.
Anytime the camera came from behind the plate, watch the hit go out.
Yeah.
You'd see Little Caesars Pizza there. Dead middle center field.
Yeah.
People and the cool thing about him was he sold his pizza at the game. So you see that, keep seeing it. All of a sudden, maybe I want some pizza. You go down to the concession stand, you grab a slice of pizza.
So now I noticed that it's like the camera views, so you have the big digital screen, right?
Yeah.
You have the rack, which just says PBA Tour. So your only opportunity is that side LED wall where the audience is.
Right. So what if
how often are they panning sideways?
Yeah. I think instead of having the score up on those masking units, they should have sponsors up on those masking units. Yeah. Put the scores on the LEDs on the side.
On the side, because if someone's sitting here, you have your own screen over here, screen over there. Audience can see sponsors up there. So you see them throw the shot, boom, sponsors.
Yeah, and say, no, I don't know what they would actually charge, but say, okay, we're taking sponsorships. We're gonna give you
center.
we're gonna give you 30 seconds of airtime per match, guaranteed per match. For X amount of dollars
on a rotating
thing. And we can have 10 sponsors, and we give 10 sponsors 30 seconds of airtime.
Yeah,
per 2 matches or something like that. Whatever they can figure out. That adds extra money into the that's more money coming in. That's more money you could put into the prize funds. I don't think it's a bad idea, and I think there's a lot of people that would. Now, there's got to be some return on investment. So if you are somebody out there that watches the PBA Tour and you like what those guys are doing and they have sponsors, maybe check them out.
Yeah. Tell them I sent you, or we sent you.
We ain't get shit for it, but hey.
Our idea, patent pending. So if y'all see this happening, you know where it came from. This is documented. What is it, April 1st? See?
It's not April Fool's either.
Timestamp. More ideas, free ideas for the PBA Tour, y'all.
Yeah. I love the game, and I'd love to see it get big again. So if I can spitball ideas, hey.
And that's just sitting here off the sperm of the moment.
It's just, I don't know. Sometimes a couple of dumb guys can figure stuff out.
That's all it takes is a conversation.
You just got to stare at it long enough and figure out how it works.
Figure it out. It's like life. I'll stare at it long enough, I'll figure it out.
That's right.
Sweet. Yeah. But that's all we got this week. Stay tuned for next week. We talk about more shenanigans and who knows what. You got any questions, comments, stories? Drop them below. Let me know what you want us to talk about, and we will do that.
Hit the like button.
Sub, share, tell a friend and tell a friend.
Yeah, share it all over the place.
All that good stuff. All right. Peace.